Hello guys, it's the Epiphany. Today's special video will be telling you everything you need to know about the guild Vital. I'd like to start off by telling you guys about the history of the guild. There is not much to tell you at all. It was created in 2012 on the 26th of February, and it was actually created by somebody else. I cannot remember his name, but at the start of this year, Zephyr bought the guild for 5 million karmas. The guild was actually level 109 at the time, so 5 million karmas for a level 109 guild. That's actually pretty cheap. However, we needed to spend a lot of karmas to buy Perceptor de-leveling potions for Wisdom, because the previous owner leveled up Wisdom in a Perceptor, and that's just completely useless. You need to use your points to level up Prospecting, Pods, number of Perceptors, and the spells the Perceptors can cast. Wisdom is just absolutely useless. So I found a previous video of mine that will go nicely with this video. Abandoned Laboratories Koth, back in May 21st. The guild got an automatic entrance into the Hype Alliance at the time because I was already a Koth organizer for the Alliance. This Eneripsa here, One Cute Pixie, is actually my Eneripsa in the same account as my Osa. I was already there from the start, just checking out how the guild's doing and stuff. Yeah, but the guild was pretty small, as you can see. It only had 24 people, 5 Perceptors placed, and I had no idea that Zephyr was able to run the guild, and I'm quite happy with how successful our guild is up until this day. We belong to the Hype Alliance. As you can see, the guild's there. What I'd like to show you guys now is the rank structure and rules of the guild Vital. But before I do this, I just wanted to announce the last fortnight's points for the Hype contributions. Vital got 366, which is a new personal record, and we also came first once again. If you don't know what these points are, check out my Hype video that I made a few days ago and you'll understand what these points are. This is a pretty good record since the previous fortnight. We got 179, so we did make a massive improvement. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys are probably going to be wondering how we do this, like how do we get so many points? Well, it's pretty simple. Our guild is a PvP-based guild, so we have a very, well, not, I was going to say strict structure, but it's basically designed to favor the PvPers in the guild. Let's start off with the basic rules now. Don't put down other members of the guild or alliance with racist, homophobic remarks. Other than this, you are free to do as you wish. The minimum XP donation for 199 and lower is 5%. Level 200 is 10%. Dogs bodies, which are alts, can be 0%. We pretty much only have 2 rules. There's nothing too special about Vital. Okay, the standard ranks that I like to go through. On trial, manage own XP. So we have the rank as well as the right that you earn associated with it. And for these, there is a requirement on getting that rank as well. Apprentice, being in the guild for 1 day, you'll be automatically promoted. Merchant, 500,000 XP donation. Breeder, 1 million XP donation. And you can use paddocks. We don't really care about paddocks. We only have 1 paddock, which is 5 mounts. We're not a breeding guild. We're a PvP guild, so we don't breed much. Mentor, 2 million XP donated. Arrange paddocks. Initiate, 3 million XP donated. And place 1 Perceptor and collect. Now, if you notice in guard here, there is no XP requirement, but you must have attended 1 Koth or taken part in 1 Perceptor attack or defense, and you get to place 1 perk. Now, that's obviously going to be more attractive than spending a lot of time getting 3 million XP, because, like I said at the start, the system is made to favor PvPers. Like, we don't have any grudge against PvMers, but you know, like, PvPers will be the ones that get rewarded more within this guild. Reservist must have shown interest in defending or attacking Perceptors and attended 2 Koths, and you can place 2 Perceptors. Yeah, so you have to like show interest in defending and attacking, taking part in a lot of attacks and defenses. A common question I get from guild members is, how do you get promoted from a guard to a reservist? Well, there's not really a strict criteria, but you have to have attended 2 COFs at least, and you must have shown interest in defending and attacking Perceptors. So by that, probably I mean taking part in at least like 4 or 5 fights, proper PvP fights as well, not like attacking a Perceptor and there's no defense and then thinking that that counts as an attack, because it doesn't. Lastly, we have Protector, which is a very important PvP role. Members registered in the PvP list, and they get the right main Perceptor defender, and they can place 3 Perceptors. What is this PvP list, you might wonder? The PvP list is here, and it is basically a list of the very, very frequent PvPs within the guild. We have 4 categories: Damager, Healer, Support, and God. Damager, we have Zephyr, Rukai, Jupi, Immortalis, Apricity. Healers, we have myself, Sparky Hills, Wise Wizard, and Ohion. Support, we have Fractor, Zulus, Azaram, Luminescence. Gods, we have OSC, we have it's actually Waratah and Jarix. The reason why we have this Gods role is basically these 3 members earned this position because they pulled off some bullshit move in a PvP fight that was about to be lost, and it turned out to be a game changer, and they won. From the top of my memory, I believe OSC did some setup, then he managed to rape 3 enemies in 1 turn from like 11 AP down to 5 AP in 1 turn, so that was pretty impressive. Waratah, I'm pretty sure he swapped the enemy and then he pulled another enemy and gravitated that enemy. So that enemy there was completely stuck and unable to bring back the enemy that he swapped or save that enemy. And then I think Zephyr was next in line, 1 turn that enemy that he swapped. So that, yeah, it was Waratah and Zephyr remaining in that fight, and there was 3 enemies left, and we managed to kill one of them, and it was 2v2 from there, and then we won. I died in that fight. I don't think I recorded that fight, but that's a game changer right there. Jarix, I don't remember what he did. I think Zephyr added into that list. We have treasurers, which is a helper of the second in command, or a trial second in command, or a retired second in command. Those treasurers get the right to invite new members. And we have second in command, who is a helper of the leader. Pretty obvious. Let's go through some of these important people first. Leader, I'll be explaining later the leadership team, including the leader and the second in commands. We have 5 second in commands. So let's go into treasurer now. Valium is an old second in command from the Guild 7. The Guild 7 actually merged with Vital. So he came over and he became a treasurer here. He hasn't done much. I haven't seen him online at all. We have OSC, who is a legend. He's a treasurer. He deserves the role. He's been a major contributor in the PvP aspect. And yeah, just in general, like this guild probably would not be where it is without his help. Very good contributor. Like if he wanted the role, I'd actually promote him to second in command right now. Nah, I won't do it, but I'd actually promote him if he wanted the role. He deserves it. We have the protectors of the guild. We have Rukai, Azaram, Fractal Luminescence, Waratah, Zulus, Jupi, Ohion, Frozen Venom. Oh, he wasn't in the list. I'll add him in later. Yeah, but basically the protectors of the guild are people that you're going to be finding a lot in Perceptor defenders, Perceptor attackers. So, because these people, like I said, they're the top PvPs of the guild, and they contribute the most when it comes to Perceptor attacks and defenses. If you don't know what these 2 channels are, defender and attackers, check out my hype video because I explain very well what these 2 channels are. Alright, back to the guild. We have some more ranks to go through, which are not really important. Other ranks: Nuisance, Alt of a Coriander Cra. A Coriander Cra sometimes joins the guild to level up their alts. The alts can join the guild as well because we benefit from the Bonta Arena Prism. We get an XP bonus if you're in hype. As a return, that Cra must donate 90% to the guild, and the Cra is a murderer rank. The reason for this is because we are actually in need of leveling up. We are actually constantly full 32 out of 32 Perceptors, so we need to level up. And the Kra, you know, he wants to level up his ults, so he puts 90% donation. It's a win-win. Dog's Body are alt characters. We have a lot of alts. Perceptor Killer, alt of an ex-Outer Hell member. I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but some Outer Hell members, Azaram, Jupi, Ohion, Rukai, they actually left Outer Hell and they joined us because Outer Hell was dying. So we have a rank specific towards those characters, Perceptor Killer ranks. Now we have Deserter, member who has not logged on for 30 days, and Traitor, an alt who has not logged in for 30 days. If we get full, then these people will be the ones that will be kicking. The maximum number of people a guild can have is the guild level divided by 2 out of 140. So 124 divided by 2 is 62, out of 140 is 202, which is, we're actually one off being full right now. We have craftsmen who are 5 or more level 200 professions and been in the guild for 1 week. These people technically should be crafting for free. I don't know if they do because I'm already level 200 in all professions, so I craft my own stuff anyway. Murderer, I already talked about before. Diplomat is a person in charge of running XP groups. Nothing special about that. We only have 1 diplomat in the guild anyway. Spy is a person who has a main character in another guild. We have a few spies here. We have Wendirge and Dissati, who is spies of Perceptor and Killer. We have Drunk4, who is a spy of Dark4. We have Jakumat, who is a spy of Sahe. Yeah. Lastly, we have mascot players within the guild who are not 11 AP, 6 MP, and they can place 4 Perceptors. Like I did with the Hype Discord, I'd also like to introduce the Vital Discord, which is actually pretty small. To be honest, this leader and second in command chat that we have actually gets used more than any other chat because we like to talk to each other about stuff. The latest thing that we did was I asked the members, the second in commands, to actually send me a screenshot of their character so that I can include it in this video that I'm making right now about the Guild Vital. So I'm still waiting on that. We have announcements. Well, what a surprise. It's an empty channel. We have not had any announcements at all. We have a decent amount of people on. That's actually not many, 20 offline and probably like another 10 here, so that's 30 people. It's not much. Just join the Discord, follow instructions, similar to how Hype Discord is set out. You know, we don't want any strangers to get into the Vital Discord. We have chat, which we don't talk much on it at all. Normally it's just Jews sending us his YouTube video links to advertise. We have screenshots, just random screenshots, nothing, you know, too special about it. Apricity landed an EXO yesterday, so he just sent me that. Took him 55 tries, actually not too bad. I did land one as well somewhere. Let me see if I still have it. I landed this MPXO Crustic Ring and Triton Ring. These are actually both for sale, so if you guys want to buy one of these, hit me up and I'll sell them. Yeah, this one landed in 191 attempts, and this one landed in 87. So those were pretty below average for me. Below average, I mean like bad-wise, because that's a lot of attempts. Yeah. Perk collections are basically whenever we collect a perk belonging to a guildmate, we post a screenshot here so that they know we collected it. So an example here, I collected Zach's Cat's Eye Dungeon perk. This guy hasn't logged in for a while. He hasn't asked me for the mats either, so I have kept the mats until this day. Yeah, but if you're watching this video, come on and collect your mats, mate. Guild events, nothing important here, to be honest. One time we had OSC and Sparky Hills marrying each other last month. Bot commands, playing ball top, or the, I don't know, just bots or something. Memes, you know, we've got memes here. And the 2 chilling room and chilling room. Nothing special about that at all. We rarely voice call on this at all. Yeah, so this Vital Discord is quite depressing in my opinion. We don't use it much. We already have the Hype Discord here. So yeah, we use the Hype Discord more than the Vital Discord. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the Vital Discord. The last part of this video is basically how do you join Vital. Uh, After watching the Hype video, you probably be a bit overwhelmed by the requirements of Hype for guilds to join Hype, but I can assure you the Vital recruitment is very simple. Firstly, you just have to be level 200. We're not accepting level 199 and below anymore because we are like tight for spots. Like I said before, we're always getting full. We're not recruiting PVMers anymore either. But that being said, we will not be kicking PVMers that are already in the guild because they have made some form of contribution. As a second in command, I have encouraged even PVMers to attend KOF because normally they can just stand and take maps, and that's also helpful. Number two, you need to be PvP geared. So like I said, we're not accepting PVMers anymore. PvP geared in my books is at least 30% resistance, 11 AP, 6 MP, know how to play your class, know how to play well. Number three, be willing to defend and attack Perceptors. You know, technically in this guild, the overall aim is to get everybody into this PvP players list. That way we'll have a guild that is like 100% PvPers, even though that's pretty difficult to get. But so far, I'm happy with the amount of PvPers our guild has. We normally have a decent amount of PvPers online at all times of the day, so if we get attacked, we can defend. Yeah, so those are the three criteria that you need to meet if you want to join Vital. If you have any questions with the criteria, to be honest, it's not difficult at all. If you have any questions with regard to the criteria, please comment below and I'll be sure to answer them. Alright, so that concludes the video for today. If you have any questions at all with regards to the Vital Guild, please comment below and I'll be sure to answer it. And yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you at the next video.